ज्ञानातिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नित्यानंद नमस्तुभ्यं प्रेमानंदप्रदायिने कलौकल्मषनाशाय जानवापतये नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामने गौरतुसे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा। So we welcome everyone for today's discussion on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So we are discussing from chapter 2 and text 70. Apurmanam achala pratishtham samudramapa pravisanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravisanti sarve sasantimapnoti natu na kam kami. So in this verse, Lord Krishna says, a person who is not disturbed by the incessant flow of desires that enter like rivers into the ocean, which is ever being filled but is always still, can alone achieve peace, and not the man who strives to satisfy such desires. So a person, apuramanam achala pratishtham samudramapaha pravishanti yadvat. Just like many hundreds and thousands of rivers constantly enter into the great water body ocean, but in spite of thousands of rivers constantly entering into ocean, the ocean always maintains its limit, and ocean is never agitated. Although apparently, externally or on the surface, the ocean appears to be agitated waves because of uh, entrance of a river into the ocean with great force. Uh, so the surface of the ocean appears to be agitated and disturbed, and sometimes it also appears that ocean is going to cross its limit. But because uh, within the deep down, uh, uh, the ocean is so filled with a so vast amount of water that the entrance of waters uh, from thousands of rivers just becomes a very insignificant addition of water, because there is a vast amount of water already uh, in the deepness of ocean. So thousands of rivers uh, which enters into the ocean, so that much amount of water becomes very insignificant, so it cannot agitate the ocean completely. Similarly, those devotees whose heart is fully Krishna conscious, so because they have a strong desire to serve Krishna, to dedicate themselves in the service of Krishna, and because of this Krishna consciousness, uh, the incessant flow of material desires, kama, doesn't affect them completely, although sometimes apparently within the heart, within the oceanic amount of Krishna consciousness in the heart on the surface, these material desires temporarily or apparently affect and agitates the mind and disturbs the mind sometimes. But because of being firmly situated in pure Krishna consciousness, such a devotee never gets bewildered completely so as to leave the shelter of Krishna consciousness and become engaged in material sense gratification. That is the meaning of apuryamanam. Apuryamanam means being filled in complete Krishna consciousness. This is apuryamanam, being filled. So because of this uh, completeness in Krishna consciousness, devotee becomes achala pratishtham, is steadily situated. So apuryamanam achala pratishtham samudramapah, samudram apah pravishanti yadavat. Samudram apa. Samudram apa means just like water. Pravishanti enters into Samudra, Yadavat, but still it remains Achala Pratishtham, steadily situated. Tadvat Kama Yam Pravishanti Sarve. Similarly, when Kama, all kinds of lusty desires, although it may appear within the mind or heart of a person, but if uh, he is properly situated, so sasantim apnoti, the kama kami, he attains everlasting peace from such material desires. Means those material desires, entrance of material desires, cannot affect the consciousness of such a fully Krishna conscious person. On the other hand, a person who is kama kami means one who desires to fulfill his lusty desires. Such a person is known as kama kami. One who desires to fulfill his lusty desire, he is known as kama kami. So such a person can never attain the ultimate peace in his life. So having material desires is no disqualification until unless one acts upon it. One may be having many material desires, but if one one has developed just a very strong desire, and not to fulfill this material desire and to become fully dedicated to Krishna. So there's that one single powerful desire to become Krishna conscious, to serve Krishna is sufficient for such a devotee to not get affected by thousands of material desires. So although a devotee may have many desires, he still can remain unaffected. Just like if there are thousands of ants running on the street, very few people will have attention upon it. Nobody can easily recognize it. On the other hand, if only one single elephant is walking, so one single elephant attracts the attention of all the people, isn't it? So similarly, within the courtyard of heart, there may be uh, many thousands and thousands of ant-like material desires. So it cannot affect if there is one elephant-like strong desire. Few days back, a devotee asked this question. I gave some reply. I'll read that. So I'll read the reply to this. We will discuss something. So actually, it doesn't matter how many material desires are in you. What matters is how intense your only one desire is to get Krishna in this life only. Make this one special desire within your heart so great that all other unlimited material desires may become as insignificant as an ant in front of an elephant. Presence of thousands of ants is insignificant even if present for a longer time. Nobody takes care to notice it, but presence of one elephant, even for a shorter time, attracts the attention of all significantly. Similarly, make your desire to get Krishna very big like an elephant in front of all thousands of ant-like material desires. Huh? So then it becomes easy. Instead of unnecessary uh, fighting with our material desires, which of course we cannot, it's not possible that one can fight with one's material desires because there are unlimited material desires. And material desires are too powerful uh, for fighting to overcome it. So a devotee should rather focus, or rather, he should make his one desire very strong. First of all, we should develop one sincere desire to get Krishna, to serve Krishna, to become attached to Krishna, and then just uh, act in a way so that this one desire to serve Krishna, to become attached to Krishna, uh, and to get Krishna in this one lifetime becomes so strong that all other material desires, which may be in thousands of quantity, may lose their impact from our heart. So this is possible. So that's why a serious devotee mm, uh, uh, hankers to become attached to Krishna. He becomes more and more eager to serve Krishna, more and more eager to chant Krishna's holy name. Although there may be in the beginning, there may be no taste, service to Krishna, chanting his holy name may appear to be a boring activity. But a devotee who has developed the desire to become attached to Krishna, in spite of all obstacles, in spite of all boredom, in spite of all distaste, sincerely tries his best to render more and more loving service to Krishna. So in this way, his desire to become fully attached to Krishna increases, becomes more and more strong, more and more strong. And as the desire to become attached to Krishna become, uh, as the desire to become attached to Krishna uh, increases, becomes more and more strong, so automatically the material desires strength uh, weakens as compared to the strong desire of serving Krishna. So if you want to uh, subdue an enemy, so there are two methods. One is uh, to weaken the enemy's power, destroy the enemy's strength, and the second method is to increase our strength. So either way, the same thing is going to happen. So if we are not able to weaken the strength of the enemy, then rather we should focus more on increasing the strength of our own uh, team. Uh, so when one increases this strength of his spiritual desire, so automatically in front of or in comparison to the spiritual desire, the strength of material desire weakens. And in this way, a devotee is very easily able to curb those material desires. Uh, But the difficulty comes when somehow or other, because of some reason, if a devotee is unable to increase the strength of his spiritual desire, then sometimes it may happen those material desires which were not so acting so powerfully may again attack or overpower the devotee. And in this way, he may feel dragged again and again towards those material desires, and his heart may get agitated, disturbed because of those material desires. So, in such situation, the devotee should find out the means or ways by which he can again work on increasing the strength of his spiritual desires. So one should analyze his life situation, that why he is unable to increase the strength of his spiritual desire. The reason may be anything, because if we are unable to give a proper quality time for performing our sadhana, chanting, and and serving Krishna, then definitely our this strength of our spiritual desire will weaken, and and comparatively the strength of material desire will increase. So it may overpower the devotee. And if it continues for a long period of time, then it may also so happen that the mind may get agitated and the devotee may be forced because of those material desires to act in an abnormal way, not unexpected way. So that's why the intelligent devotee should beforehand make plans by which he can make such adjustments. He can reschedule his lifestyle in such a way so that he may be able to give quality time for his Krishna conscious activity. Uh, Sometimes it is seen a devotee who may be very sincere and nicely progressing Krishna consciousness. So Maya has got many varieties of ways to become obstacle on the path of progress of a sincere sadhaka devotee. Uh, so when Maya is unable to distract or agitate or or uh, disturb a devotee by any other means, by direct methods of attacks from agents of Maya, because the devotee is very nicely 24 by 7 engaged in Krishna's service. So sometimes it happens, uh, just like if a devotee faces health challenges for a long period of time, and because of which he is unable to focus completely or qualitatively upon his sadhana, he is unable to give a good amount of time, quality amount of time, then at that time it happens. The material desires may overpower that. So before, just like it is said, पानी गले से ऊपर चला जाए. before the water rises above the neck and the devotee gets drowned, he should make plan by which he can again revive his that pure form of Krishna consciousness, so that his spiritual desire may again become very powerful strength. So in this way, he can very easily overcome those material desires. Because just like these rivers, if the ocean thinks that I will not allow rivers to enter into me, otherwise I may feel agitated. But that is not going to happen. By natural law, rivers are going to rivers are going to enter into the ocean. Similarly, by natural law and this material existence, those who have this material body and material mind, so it is very natural that objects of sense gratification in the form of material desires will keep entering within the mind, heart of the devotee. So a devotee has to work upon uh, making his heart very deep rooted in serving Krishna. And in this way, he can remain very safe and peacefully engaged in Krishna consciousness. And if a devotee can act like this throughout his life, then surely this life becomes his last life, and he enters into the kingdom of God to eternally serve Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can ask.